Hello everyone, welcome back. My name is Brook and I live here in France. We emigrated in 2020 with my wife and 2 sons. When we first arrived, this whole area was completely overgrown and these fruit trees were covered in ivy and they were being suffocated. And actually one of the first jobs we did was cut off all the ivy around the bottom. So this one isn't too bad, but you can see where the ivy was and still is, and actually I probably need to rip this off. So you've got some new shoots here that are now starting to come through lower down. We've actually not had any fruit off these 2 here, and the 4 at the back are greengage trees which have produced a lot of fruit, but you can see how high the canopy is, and so they do just kind of fall and you have to kind of collect them as they fall. So up these branches you can see all the old ivy roots that again need to come off. You can just see a few new shoots coming up here through it all, so we want to just try and encourage as much new growth to come through. So these dead branches are the ones that I'm going to be cutting off. So you might be able to see this one here has nothing on, and this one here, so I'm going to cut these 2 branches and that should encourage the growth in these new ones here. The other thing you don't want is kind of crossing here, and you can see the branches crossing. So you want to take some of these old branches out here, as this will create infection. So really what I'm trying to do is just get a lot of the dead ones out, and then I'm going to wait for the expert to see if she's okay to come out and give me some advice, because I am a beginner and really this is a beginner's video for anyone that does have fruit trees. But yeah, don't be scared. Bonjour, ça va? I need your advice now. I've just been telling people back home that you're not very well, you haven't been very well, and that I'm a complete beginner, but I think I know what I'm doing. So we've had a discussion and we're going to take out this big one here because there's no new growth on it, and yeah, we're going to encourage some light and sun to get to these new ones, and then hopefully that will be the new big branch, right? Okay, let's do it. Is it going to hit that one there? Oh, perfect. Perfect.
This is a really good book. He's got lots of tips and tricks for different fruits and vegetables, ways to get the best flavour out of them, good varieties to grow. We've actually bought a couple of the varieties that he mentions in here. We've got one of the raspberries, one of the blackberries and a fig, so it'll be exciting to see if they are as good as he says. And yeah, lots of other tricks about pruning, thinning, things like that. It's very good. I'd recommend it. Amil. Can I go and sit down now, please?
So I'm going to do these 2 by hand whilst the battery for the telescopic chainsaw charges, and to see how we get on. So I'm pruning these soft fruit trees now after the blossom has fallen, because it reduces the chances of disease compared to when you would traditionally cut them in winter. And actually this is something we've recently discovered from a few gardening channels, is this is the perfect time of year to prune back your soft fruit trees. Hence the video. Part of it is obviously having a little look to see if the shape is okay and if you can see anything that you've missed. But by hand, I'm pretty happy with that. There's some dead branches over here that I'm going to tackle with the chainsaw. Let's move on to the next one. These are the two unknown ones, and I've done a fair bit of pruning, but I think I'm still going to lop some of it off the top as they're a little bit too long at the top. But there's so much that's been cut. These are the greengages. I cut all of the dead bits off and opened it up. Just in here there were some long branches that were dying off, and you can see some of the new shoots that now have a lot more space and can get a lot more sunlight. But again, these are very long and tall, so as new shoots come out I can then start to take a lot of it off the top. What do you think?
I think it looks really good.
Yeah?
Really good actually. This is a good angle for it.
It's a good angle.
Because
That's the
you can
angle.
see it opening out, which is exactly what we wanted.
But I think the key thing is when we first arrived, they looked like they were dead, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
They were covered in ivy. There was only minimal fruit on the ground, and each, well, we've only had one summer before, but there was a lot more last year.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you to all new subscribers. We've got lots to come. There's fruit trees being planted. There's a new car park coming. There's loads of stuff.
Flower beds.
Flower beds, there's masses.
Seeds. Lots of seeds coming
Lots
up.
of seeds. And obviously the vegetable garden as well. So see you soon.